Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a special treat for you today. A company named Ehaho. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly because I asked them in the email, and you know sometimes it doesn't always translate over, but I'm well versed in butchering the English language sometimes. But you guys, I hope I got your name right. I hope I do. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm excited about this because this is something I've wanted for a long time. I just never could afford it. And they reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to try our product out? And I said, absolutely. Comes black powder coated. But let's just open this thing up and let the pictures do the talking. All right. The first thing you're going to notice whenever you open this thing up is everything comes in these nice fabric bags to help protect the finish on them. And I really like that. I'm impressed with that. So we'll take this piece off. I think this is one of the side pieces. Not sure which side it is yet. I haven't read the directions, which it comes with the directions. Oh, it also comes with a, looks like a cargo net. That's nice. And all the hardware you're going to need. So let me get this out of the way. We'll get this one out. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is really nice. I like this. Okay, so glancing at the directions, it looks like they're in the right order right now. This will be the right side or the passenger side, and this will be the left side or the driver's side. All right, and here is the main piece of the structure. This is what's going to hold all your cargo. Nice. I really like how they put these fabric bags on everything. It keeps everything nice and pretty. Oh, it's got a lot of nice places where you can hook bungee cords or ratchet straps or whatever. And they've got this where it can breathe a little bit, I suppose, or if you're carrying fabrics or, you know, sleeping bags or tents or whatever, you know, you can get some air circulation around it. And I'm sure it lightens it up a little bit too. All right, guys, I'm excited about this. Let's dive in and get this thing installed. Now, right away, you're probably going to notice that mine is a little bit different than yours. Yours probably has Torx bolts. My Jeep did not come with a hardtop when I bought it. I bought this thing as a repo, and a lot of things were missing off of it. And I'm assuming that most people have got like a nut rail or something that goes up under here, but mine didn't have anything like that, so I just wound up having to use nuts and bolts. So let's go ahead and we'll take these two rear fasteners out. That's what we got to remove to put the bracket on. Alright, there's the rear one, and there's the forward one. Now we're going to slip this bracket in. This rack is supposed to be able to fit the JKs as well as the current era JL models. So on this one, we're going to use the forward slotted hole and the rearmost slotted hole. Now we're not going to completely tighten these down yet because we need to be able to adjust them when we get the center in. So just leave it loose, and repeat the process on the driver's side. All right, we're going to do the same thing for the driver's side, and it's important to note that there's a thick side and a thin side. The thin side faces toward the back side of the Jeep. And still adjust them a little bit. There we go. Now the hardware that they send with these things, they actually send a little bit too much, which I like to see. I'd much rather have too much hardware than not enough, but it comes with these nice black coated Allen style bolts, and it actually comes with nice flanged and serrated nuts. So you won't have to worry about these things coming loose. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to move you guys out a little bit. I don't really have enough room in here for my camera, my tripod, and all that stuff. But all right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rest the basket on my subwoofer over here. Now, if you're worried about scratching it and stuff, I mean, you can put a towel over it or whatever. I mean, this Jeep right here, I'm not too worried about scratching it up. So a little scratch here and there is not going to bother me any. But I'm going to start with the center bolt. There we go. Got it. I'm sorry, I wish you guys could see this. Okay, well, I got the one on, so that's good. Okay, now that we got the one started, then that makes it easy for us to get the rest started. So, let me get this back one if I can. Come on, there we go. There we go. Now it'll hold itself up. I don't have to fight it. Alright, now you'll want to come and tighten up your 4 outside bolts, and again, mine's going to be a little bit different. Mine's going to be a little bit tricky, so now I've got to reach up under this rack to hold the nuts on the bottom. You probably won't have that problem. Alright guys, I just read through the instructions again and I verified. This says the vehicle compatibility fits 2007 to 2025 Jeep Wrangler JK or JL Unlimited 4-door with the hardtop only. Now, let me say that if you have a normal soft top, not one of those fastback kinds, if you have a normal soft top, this will probably work for you, but just be forewarned that you're not going to be able to lay your top all the way back. Now, when we had a soft top on this thing, that was no problem anyway, because all we ever did was we just opened up the front section there like a target top, and that's all we really did. I never ever laid the back of this thing down until the day I took it off to put this hard top on. So I hope that helps you guys out a little bit, and we still got a couple of steps to go. They give you some nice little foam pads to put on the rack up here, so we're going to install those real quick. All right. So we'll take these strips, and I mean, if you want to take the time and make them nice and neat and perfect, that's fine, but I'm going to be honest with you, that really doesn't concern me all too much. So I'm just going to put them on there, and I'll need to trim them off, I believe. Well, look at it, I can just fold over, it's fine. So I'm not too worried about it being perfect. I mean, I'm more of a function over form kind of guy anyway. And guys, I'll tell you what, I buy a lot of products, and I review quite a few products on my channel, and just because I review something doesn't mean that I didn't pay for it. But with this one, I did not pay for it. I'm just going to be right up front with you guys, but I'm telling you, I've had my eye on these things for a while, and I actually was going to buy one of the steel ones just because of the cost savings. But when this company reached out, I was like, yes, I will take one, please. Oh boy, I got that one crooked as a dog's leg, didn't I? But it's okay. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it just works out that way. One thing to keep in mind though is that whenever I review a product, I mean what I say. I don't fudge my reviews just because somebody gave me something. I'd much rather tell the company, hey, I don't like it, and just give it back to them. We'll just cut the agreement off right there, and you know, I won't post a video. But I'm telling you, this is awesome. I really like this. This is a very high quality product. Oh, we got one more thing. Forgot. We're going to put on the cargo net. Now this is something that a lot of them don't come with. So this is a nice addition. Well, I get all the way to the end and I'm starting to have a little bit of trouble. I can't figure out how to put these hooks on. It doesn't really give me anything other than just the hooks themselves. And I'm not missing anything, and the instructions kind of glaze over a little bit. It just says hook the elastic net into the pre-cut holes around the platform, ensuring moderate tension. So, well, manually shake the rack to confirm stability. Definitely, I know you guys, you're on the tailgate. You're on a magnetic base on the tailgate, so I mean, you won't be able to see this thing, but the whole Jeep is shaking, and it is no rattling, no nothing. That's awesome. But I am going to have to get with the company and ask them about how to install this, I'm a little bit at a loss here. All right, guys, I think I got it figured out. If you'll take this piece of bungee cord and run it through the loop, and then you can run your hook through it, and then that'll hold it in place. So I believe that's probably what they're intending to do. But anyway, while we're here, I want to give you guys a couple of measurements. The basket itself is 19 7/16 deep, and it is 40, might as well just say 40 inches wide, and from the carpet to up to the bottom it is 19.5. So there's plenty of space under there. So cargo space underneath this thing up to the back seat, there's what do you say, 28 inches, and taken up with the subwoofer and taking this latch into consideration, 34.5. So you have got a huge amount of room up under here to store stuff, and then keep all your delicate stuff like camping gear, I don't know, clothes, whatever you want to carry up here to keep it away from anything like tools and dirty stuff that's down here. Then you can keep it up here and keep it off the dirty stuff. Or you can just make sure it's, you know, easily accessible, you know, so everything's just not thrown in there. But anyway, like I said, I will get with the company and I will ask them about this hook situation. Me being a redneck, I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, I could just put a zip tie on it, and you know, if worse comes to worse, that's what I'll do. But you know, guys, this thing is well worth the money, and I hope that I pronounced the name right, the company name right. It looks like Ehaho, but from the email it looks like it's Ehaho. So anyway, whichever way you explain it, it's a quality product, it's awesome, and I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.